Welcome to Miami-Dade 311.
Thank you for calling.
For English, press 1. For Spanish,
Press 1.
Miami-Dade 311. This is Richard. May I please have your...
If you are calling to place an order for Lifenet allograft tissue, please call our...
Customer records, employee data, sales forecasts, competitive information, call logs, email. Every day, the data we create and transmit envelops us, and the way we manage it, master it, determines our success or failure. But what is that relationship between who we are and the cloud of data that engulfs us every day? What are the systems we interact with? And how does Avaya enable success in this increasingly information-driven environment?
Intelligent communications is the intersection of communications and communication applications with business applications.
We believe that the difference in the future will be more and more attributable to the communication elements associated with lashing those people, processes, and customers together.
We know that Florida is going to be impacted. We just don't know where. If you look at the maps, if you look at all the trajectories, you will see that Miami-Dade County is very much in the cone of error, and that's why we need to prepare, and the time is now.
311 is really for government services and to offload the non-emergency. And currently today we're a full call center for 38 departments, City of Miami, which includes 35 municipalities. So we have to make sure we have our information in the database to get them where they properly need to be.
I like to think of it as a network, where at the center of that network is the service of this community. The call can come into either spot, but that network works so that the citizen gets the service they need and the one they're requesting in a pretty prompt and efficient way. We used to handle hurricane calls, so we would go from like 7,500 calls in a day to 77,000. And the reality is that they're here to sort of like help us take 10 or 15, 20, 30, 40,000 of those calls. That's a tremendous weight lifted off our 911 system.
When Bell South turns a number on for 311 in these other communities, they point it to one vector-driven number, VDN. Here in Miami-Dade County, we gave Bell South 32 numbers. So now, before the mayor is helicoptered in after a hurricane passes, I'm able to tell him where all the calls are coming from. So then he can call his commissioners and say, you have huge wind damage in the north end, and you have flooding damage right next to the ocean. So that switch level data is so crucial.
You get information a whole lot quicker, you get it out to where it needs to be a whole lot quicker, and you're able to make some better decisions because you have more reliable information at your fingertips.
When we go into a hurricane, we're able to reallocate all the line usage just through one switch, so I can go from 240 lines to up to over 580 lines. You have a good switch that can do more than you even think it can do. You have a good software and you have a great staff. There's nothing you cannot achieve.
Focusing on a process and the communication elements and exposing those to new thinking is an incredibly valuable and strategic tool towards reinventing businesses and taking them to a new place.
ISC owns or manages 12 racetracks throughout the U.S. And here, Daytona International Speedway is one of our largest. When you take a call in our call center, it's somebody who's been with you 20 or 30 years. It is a culture amongst itself of extremely, extremely loyal patrons who have adapted to changes in the sport, have adapted and changes in the way to get the tickets.
The business changes, and you need to be able to quickly adapt to it. And so far, everything that we have come up with, we've had a technology match from Avaya.
We want to find out what the best way the customer wants to communicate with us is. Is it web? Is it web chat? Is it email? Is it phone? We want to know what their history has been with us in trying to communicate with us. So if you've sent us an email in the past, but now you want to pick up the phone, we still want to have access to that email. The intelligent way to do it is make it a one-stop shop.
The customer wins in the end because they're getting the most recent information, the most accurate information. Their needs are being serviced, hopefully in that one-call resolution.
If you want to contact us through one channel, that's fine. But if you use one channel and then decide on another, we're still going to understand that you first came to us via email. Now you might want to call us on the phone, but talk about the email you sent us. So tying that in with our integration to the ticketing system is very important.
You're not thinking about the technology, but the technology is just enabling your business processes to happen more efficiently, quicker, less trouble.
Intelligent communications for us is the way that we can grow to service our customers better. Understanding how they want to communicate with us and then adapting internally to answer that or to be there for them all the time. We want to push Avaya as much as we want to learn from Avaya because I think it is a good partnership and they've not said, no, you can't do this. It's let's try and figure out a way to get it done.
The value of intelligent communications really comes when you bring the applications resources, minding the application resources of the company, the IT, voice, and data resources, and in many cases, the line of business resources together. And they begin to recognize that there is a true intersection, that they can in fact begin to collide and bring these two worlds together and create new value.
Lifenet is a very unique healthcare organization, and we provide transplant services to both donor families, and we provide transplant services to people in need of an organ or a tissue transplant. We're a high technology organization, and our services are utilized all across the United States and even beyond.
Our goal is to actually have as many people in contact with our primary systems as possible. Without those communications being available to us, patients, tissues, organs are in jeopardy of not getting to where they need to be or how they need to be getting there.
So in honor of those who chose to donate, wanted to donate, and to give the gift of life, I light this candle in their honor.
Waiting for an organ is probably the scariest event you'd ever face in your life. When I found out that an organ was available for me to receive, I can't describe to you what a miraculous feeling it was. The fact that Lifenet can take an organ from one location and take to another location and still be a viable living organ is a miracle.
Having the Avaya systems in and available to us gives us a level of satisfaction and a level of comfort with the choices that we've made technology-wise to have constant communications no matter what the situation is.
Our customers are finally beginning to realize the value of truly integrating the two worlds of communication and business applications and creating, in fact, a new set of applications which we refer to as intelligent communication.
You really have to think about doing new things in new ways, not doing old things in new ways, but you have to kind of break free of some of the encumbrances of thinking in the past, say, can we do new things in new ways?
The staff across all of our 12 tracks loves the fact that the Avaya system allows us to give them everything that their customer needs.
The remote capabilities of the Avaya system to have people constantly in contact and available for those communications is critical to our goal and to our life-saving mission.
There's nothing that we could have produced here without our partner, Avaya.
Avaya's vision, technology, and innovation is making a lasting and important difference in the lives of real people, speeding the process within the enterprise, enabling all of us to grow and succeed as we continue the evolution of intelligent communications.